What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jay Brinks. I'm not gonna lie, I got a real ass message to give y'all today. And this message is from God, bro. Like, and when I say from God, I mean like God came to me and told me I need to express this and elaborate this to the masses as much as possible. Shit. So today's lesson is about the birds and the bees. Alright? See, I was never taught anything about the birds and the bees. I ain't even get taught how to move in life and how to move as a man in life, much less birds and the bees. I'm gonna keep it up with y'all. So everything I'm about to give y'all is from full on experience that I've lived and I had to endure and had to learn from. So this is not me just talking out my ass. This is me giving you genuine, real, authentic situations and cause and effects. I'm gonna just keep it simple. You know what I mean? So today's topic is about the birds and the bees. And the reason why today's topic is about birds and the bees is because God told me that there's a lot of chosen ones that's getting sacrificed. And a lot of people talk about religion and the sacrifice of Jesus for our sins and all this stuff, right? But no one talks about how we get sacrificed. This is not just men, okay? I'm not a biased person. This is men and women. This is for the ones that's called, I'm not saying this is just specifically just for one certain organization of group of people. I'm saying this is just for the masses of just enlighten. Just take it as a another fucking point of view. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Another point of view. You make up your mind on it. You know what I mean? But when it comes to this shit, bro, a lot of our lives has been played with. And in our cultures, in our upbringings, in our childhoods, in our development as people, we really go through certain situations and certain traumas through what we're brought up through our home. Okay, so the way that we're trained and we're built as kids and children has a huge effect on how you move, and you move throughout the world when you're, I was gonna say, released from your nest, that nest called your family, that home, that group of family that you grew up with and supposed to nurture you and give you all the information you need to grow and evolve and succeed in life. Once you break out from that nest and you go into the real world on your own, and you gotta do things for yourself as a grown man, as a grown woman. A lot of it is you're supposed to be nurtured into that, like trained into it. Just like how you're trained to wake up every single morning, to get up and get dressed to go to school every morning. The same thing applies. But parents in this day and age, and I'm not just saying this day and age because my parents, I don't even want to get into that right now, but it has a huge effect on your upbringing and what you do in your life and how you move in your life. Okay, so if you don't get the proper training and the nutrients and the information that you need to move as a man, to move as a woman, you're gonna go out into the world and you're gonna crash. And if you don't have you don't have enough willpower, and you don't have enough um, mental strength, you'll crash and you will burn. You won't get back up. You know what I mean? You see people go into mental asylums and all this crazy ass shit because they literally crashed and burned. It was so hard. They crashed so hard that they didn't have the mental capacity and the willpower to get back up and keep striving. You know what I mean? And I say all that to say this because this all goes back down to the birds and the bees, okay? Because the birds and the bees is a sugar-coated, watered down bullshit way of putting it to your loved ones. You know what I mean? Because America has always taught us to like sugarcoat the truth, you know, sugarcoat um, sugarcoat the truth. You know what I mean? Like keep it real, but don't keep it too real. And I don't know, and I don't say this to like say all parents do this, because there is some real G code ass moms that I respect. You know what I mean? There's some real genuine mamas out there. Like, and they usually ghetto because they know, they already know. They've been in the streets. They already know. They already know how people move and how things move. So the mamas that be like, yo, don't get caught up with these females. They're gonna trap you. They're gonna do this and that. They're gonna put you in the situation, and then you caught up for life. Don't put yourself in those situations. All right, get yourself together. Get your place. Get your car. Don't depend on nobody, and get your shit and keep on going. Don't let nobody slow you down. Type shit. I mean, those mamas right there is key in this world. You know what I mean? Key. You know what I mean? But the moms, the mothers that I feel like they're doing such a great, amazing job as mothers, and they've worked so hard to take care of their kids, and they'll never do any wrong to their kids. Those moms are usually the ones that think they do such a great, amazing job with telling them everything that they need to do in their livelihoods to become men or become women. You know what I mean? And they never actually see the slack in the things that they didn't teach or didn't speak upon. You know what I mean? And mothers, usually, I don't want to put it on moms, because it's like, that's where it's supposed to be always a two-parent household, because a mother's job is not a man's job. You know what I mean? That's why a two-parent household will always be a genuine situation for a kid, no matter the situation. You know what I mean? Because the father will always have a different point of view, and the mother will always have a different point of view. You know what I mean? And they can alleviate things to make the kid understand this situation, and the mom can make him understand the situation. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to genuinely the birds and the bees, from what they say, the birds and the bees, I like to call it demons and angels. Because I really would have to let my son know that, yo, bro, there's gonna be some women out there. They're demons. They're real life demons. And they'll tell you to your face. They'll tell you straight up, like, I'm a soul eater. I collect souls. And you'd be like, yo, in a crazy way, demons always got to tell you everything that they're doing to you. Just like how America got to tell you in movies everything that they're doing to you. Just like how they coded in everything that they're doing but we can't see it because it's so coded so well in their organization for only them to see. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to understanding things and seeing things for what it is, we don't tend to focus on the truth or what is really going on. We always focus on the small picture when there's a way bigger picture involved. You know what I mean? So, saying that to say this, I would have to let my son know that there's women out there that is set out for him, set out for his energy, set out for his life force, set out for his manifestation juice, which is his semen. See? That's what they go for. Not only that, they go for your downfall to make sure. And this is not about just men, and this is not just about a situation of men running into women. This happened for women too. There's men that will come into your life and destroy your life and leave you high and dry. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? And then you gotta rebuild yourself all over again. And then this incident make you build up a wall against you, so therefore you don't want to trust anymore. You don't want to go out there and live with full confidence the way that you used to live. That's what it's for. It's supposed to damage your aura. It's supposed to damage your inner child. Because when you're in that motion, okay, when you're a kid, you go for anything that you want to go for. There's nothing that's going to stop you. There's nothing that's going to tell you, no, you're not going to get that. You're in that kid mode, mind, energy, aura. When you're in that type of energy, dog, you don't really understand that you control a lot around you. You manipulate the energies around you because your energy is so pure. You know what I mean? So pure. So when there's demons around an energy that is so pure, they target it. They target that energy. Speaking of demons, bro, they target that energy. You know what I mean? And the strongest energy in a man and a woman is your sexual energy. Let me repeat that. The strongest energy inside of a man and a woman is the sexual energy inside of you. The sexual energy inside you is able to manipulate, control, do all type of things in this world that you don't really understand that it can do. To us, it's birds and the bees, okay? All right? This is some crazy ass shit. I'm getting a FaceTime audio call from a whole bunch of different fucking numbers that I never seen before. This is fucking crazy. This is weird. This is weird. And they're non-stop calling. They're still calling. What the fuck is going on right now? This shit is weird. This shit is weird right now. This shit is weird right now. This shit is fucking weird right now. This shit's weird. This shit is weird. I'm actually like kind of spooked right now. Because I knew for a fact when I started speaking on this, shit like that was gonna start happening. So like I was saying, God told me to give this message, so I'm giving this message. There's demons set out for your sexual energies. They dress up in the most sexual clothes. They come as the most flashiest man. Let me express something to you. The birds and the bees was a trap to make you think that one day you're gonna meet someone and you're gonna have some feeling for that one person, and then that feeling is gonna turn into something else, and then long story short, you and that person is having intercourse with each other, and through that whole ordeal or that whole thing, you have to make sure that you not only protect yourself, but you have to make sure that the person that you chose to do that intercourse with is the right person. So make sure when you want to do that intercourse thing, make sure it's the right person. Okay? That's what the birds and the bees is. I never learned it. No one never told me, never spoke it to me. That's just from my life experience of what I've heard, and it's context clues. You feel me? But yeah. Literally, that is the most dumbest, idiotic way to put your sexual energy. To just say that you're gonna meet someone one day, you're gonna have feelings for that person, and then when you have feelings for that person, you're just gonna have intercourse, and then in that whole ordeal, you're supposed to judge this person, and while you're judging this person, you're supposed to have full trust and emotion in this. So when you do have the intercourse, you not only feel all the emotions in it and endure it and falling in love with it, and just putting this whole different mask of aura on you. You're not only just doing that, but you're also binding yourself to this person, connecting yourself to this person in a way so that you guys have connection. Because usually we know, after we fuck one time, it's a wrap. That's what Boss Richie said. Hey, all I gotta do is hit one time, it's a wrap. That's my pussy. Women too, they think that, oh, all I gotta get him to fuck this shit one time, that's my dick. That's my dick. No bitch can have that dick. That's my dick. That's my pussy. Niggas be thinking, yo, that's my pussy, nigga. Don't touch my pussy, nigga. That is my pussy. I'll kill you for that pussy, nigga. I will throw my whole life away. Do you hear me? Niggas, no, universe, God. I'm not saying this. I'm giving a great example right now. Niggas will say, hey, bro, I will kill you. Don't touch my bitch. Don't talk to my bitch. All that shit. Niggas will pull up on niggas and throw their whole life away. Go kill that man. Now you in jail. All type of shit, bro. It's all organized for downfall. It's all organized for downfall. For you to fall deep. And government knows that. They trained us. They trained our mind for that. America knows that. They trained us for this shit. Years. You don't even know that y'all going through training for this shit. Y'all think that, oh man, this is life. This is just what it is. This is what it has become, and this is what I'm supposed to do. You're wrong. Birds and bees is way deeper than that. The birds and the bees is angels and demons. When people say, I found my soulmate, I found the one that I truly want to be with for the rest of my life. Two things. Forcing it, or it's two angels that connected, which it's supposed to be. So, it's not a soulmate. It's two angels. Two people that are on the same frequency. Two people that have the same type of aura. Same type of energy. Same type of light. Mindset. Endurance. Will. That understand that. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to the demons now, the demons, they're coming in and they make you feel like, oh, they usually need help. And you can usually see that. But for some weird reason, we always feel like we could change them. A female gonna feel like she can change a nigga. A nigga gonna always feel like he can change a bitch. Bro, leave the streets for what the streets is. Leave the streets for what the streets is. And I'm not saying nothing, because I love me some ratchet. Let me stop. Man, look. Listen to me, what I'm saying right now. We have been trained to lust, bro. And in this day and age, we have been trained to lust. Okay? Making it very hard for you to control and understand and choose the person that you're going to have that intercourse with. You know what I mean? Lust has taken over. And it's not just men. It's not just women. And men. What do you mean it's not just women? Hold on. It's not just men, dog. It's women too. It's women too, bro. Women is lusting off over men, and they just can't control themselves, and they crash out, and they want to do all this shit. They want to hit this nigga with a car. They want to throw their fucking life away. It's supposed to make you do that. That's why you had that interaction with that demon. And I'm not saying... And then usually the demon never wants to leave you alone. They never want to leave you alone. They're going to find some way to have a connection with you. They're going to have a baby with you. They're going to have... if they can't have a baby with you, they're going to go out to the media and spread lies about you. Talk your name. Talk down on your name. Talk down on your presence. Talk down on everything that you've done for them. You never did shit. And you trash. And all type of shit. They're going to do everything in their power to bring you down, to make you have that fall, because they're here to sacrifice you. They're here to sacrifice you. Yes, I'm saying it. Nobody else gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. God has told me to give y'all this message. There's a lot of sacrifices every day, bro, that we don't see, that we're blind to. Pay attention. Pay attention. If it's ever been hard for you to control your sexual energy. If it's ever been hard for you to control your sexual energy, there's usually a couple of things. One, somebody around you is pulling on your sexual energy because they want you to release yourself. Release yourself. And once you release yourself and let go that sexual energy, it lingers. I don't know if you ever watched Naruto, but the nine-tailed fox chakra is so potent that when it's just running around, it leaves pieces, huge fucking chunks. Confirmation, 3 confirmations. It leaves huge amounts of chunks of its chakra around, just lingering in the air, just floating. And the hidden leaf, they would have a jutsu spell, whatever you want to call it, because it's all spell work. They show you it in the movies. They show you it in the cartoons. They show you everything. It's all spell work. So once the chakra is just roaming, they set up a barrier, and then you see a big ass ring, and then you see a whole bunch of Chinese writing in the big ass ring, and then they start praying or jutsuing or whatever you want to fucking call that shit. It's a ritual to absorb the energy and put it and seal it away. They seal the energy away. And you know what they do with that energy? They use it later on. They use that energy later on for whatever they need it to do, whatever they need it for. So if you're in your house and let me break this down real quick. Okay. The chosen ones have different lives than everyone else. Alright? And everybody gonna always go crazy, man. Oh my God, he talking about chosen ones. Chosen ones this, chosen ones that, chosen ones this, chosen ones that. Let me break some shit down to y'all. Alright? Because God told me to give y'all this message. I'm gonna give y'all this message. The chosen ones have a different life than everyone else. You will know if you're a chosen one from your upbringing. You will know it. You can feel it. You will understand it. You will have a lot of talents, but no one gives a fuck about it. You're always being you attract people. You attract a lot of people, but you tend to realize the people that you're attracting don't really fuck with you. It's just like, if you don't fuck with me, then why are you so attracted to me? Like, why do you want to be in my aura? Why do you want to be in my space? Why do you want to? Because you're like a trend-setting type of being. What you bring to the atmosphere is different. It's a different energy than everyone else's. Everyone else will just have a regular aura. Everyone else is trying to be like everyone else. A chosen one is trying to be like themselves, always, 100% of the time. They're always trying to be themselves 100% of the time. Always outspoken about the things that they believe in. Always outspoken on their dreams. Always outspoken on what they're going to achieve. Always outspoken on that they can't be taken advantage of. And people you start to tend to see that people try to break that in you. They try to break that in you. Like, since you're so mentally strong, they would be like, all right then, since you're so strong, since you know everything, do it then. Do it. We're not gonna help you. If you think you can do it, do it. Do it with no help. The chosen ones tend to go through a lot of hardship in their lives. Their different lives. They don't get help with life. They don't. They just don't. They just have to turn nothing into something always. That's what chosen ones do. We turn nothing into something. We have the power of manifestation so great that we can turn nothing into something always. And I'm not just saying this is just for chosen ones. This is in a lot of everyone. You know what I mean? Because I feel like everyone's chosen in a way. God told me that everyone